Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Nosed Derby Podcast. Holy fuck. A lot of local shit.
Lots. Lots and lots of local shit. Just think if fair boards and shit can actually get together with all the promoters and separate that, the amount of cars that would be at each show.
Yeah, because everybody had 30 cars or more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing outlandish.
Nope. Went to Shelbina. You announced it.
Yep.
Fucking action was there.
Yeah. 30 cars. But like, you know, we talked after the show to some guys, but it was 30 quality cars. And just like what me and you just said, there was quality.
Quality over quantity. I'll take it every time.
Yes.
I mean, I still want 70 fucking cars. Oh. Quality cars.
Yeah.
Nobody wants 30 cars. But anybody can say what they want. It was better for Junior getting his feet wet with less cars.
Yep. And you want to talk about we talked, he's implemented what we think are the correct people in the correct places.
And his rule set.
Yes.
Love it.
He had 3 techs that know everything about new style Fords.
They know the ins and outs of big show builds.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to slide something past them is, I mean, just goddamn near impossible.
Somebody's a lucky bastard.
And, hey, you know, it happens. The shit happens.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But it'd be pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, because I had a long morning. I
had a long night.
Got there, and guy says, "Hey, Junior needs to talk to you." I said, "Okay." So I ran over and I talked to him, and I looked over under the canopy, and I saw Dalen and Cody and Gary Robinson, and they were all wearing the same color T-shirts. I said, "Ruh-roh." And it's not like Junior doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
You know. But he, you know, got his feet wet at Lewistown on the Friday night. I did get told that they sold 2,500 more beer tokens this year than they did last year.
That's good.
That's good. He said the fair board was completely happy. They had about the same amount of cars. Had some of the same guys that ran both shows.
It's going to be a tough show anyway.
It is.
You know, we were approached about it at one point, and I just don't have I never had the footing to go that direction.
Yeah.
Junior does.
Yeah.
Because the facility's fucking phenomenal.
Yes. The track looked absolutely amazing.
Oh, dude.
They said it was big.
Yeah.
It was smooth. They cut it. They rolled it.
Yep.
And they cut it a little bit more and re-rolled it. He said it was smooth as glass. They didn't put any water on it until right when they got ready to start.
Right.
And he said it just made a little bit of slime. He said, and it's what he did tell me, you know, that's a little bit easier on equipment. You're still getting traction when it churns and starts to dry a little bit, but it's not so hard on axles and stuff like that. And when he's pushing a hobo build,
right,
bone stock build, as you would say, where you're supposed to run them factory axles, a little bit of slime makes it easier on shit.
The more I watch that class, the more I like it.
Yes.
I just don't like the fact that you can't fix the car.
Mm-hmm.
But the more you allow them to do to fix them, the farther you're getting away from the hobo build.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of we didn't get to do a whole bunch of homework on Friday.
Right.
But I know Zach O'Neill went over and ran second at Lewistown.
Yeah. It looked like Chad pulled out the dub over there.
Yep. And then both those cars came. Oh, shit.
Teddy P was there, too.
Teddy was at Lewistown on Friday night. So those 3 cars came to Shelbina. looked like they had a little chance to, fix them.
Right.
Do a little stuff. I don't think they were real bad.
No.
Now, after Shelbina,
Teddy
they're real
found
bad.
the skinny pedal just a little too quick. Because Zach O'Neill's a hell of a wheel man.
Oh, yeah.
We've said this before, but that dude was steering with one tire. And Teddy's front end was still straight as a fucking pin going down to 1 and 2.
Yep. Didn't end up so much.
No.
Because I swear at one time he was seriously hitting with a balancer.
Well, yeah, the bumper was touching headers.
Yeah. But Zach's shit was up too.
Right, not that high.
Chad Bostic came down and put on a hell of a show.
Fucking motor was singing.
Yep. Chad tried to catch him. He tried I'm going to call it, he tried the auto spa.
Yeah.
I think that might have been
Yeah, he got out quick.
quick. I mean, he was going out so fast I didn't even have time to say to
Hey, shut
it
down,
down.
boys.
I didn't even have the time. He was already out.
Yeah. Well, he was taking a bath.
Hot. Another guy I was really impressed with, I've never seen him run, is that Anthony Hernandez
Yes.
in that metric GM.
Yep.
Dude,
I still think all he needs is a clip. Maybe some suspension parts up front.
he was taking some shots, well-placed shots, clearing suspension. Hell, at one time, it looked like he was old school Malachi Crunch. You know? Both of them. I think it was.
That was when they TP'd the fuck out of it.
Yeah. And I'm sure the core support did the same shit as everything else did. But that might be one of those classes
Where
that
you can get rid of that.
Correct.
GM.
Yes. Whether it's at Caprice or Caddy or something. Because those guys really didn't hit much with ass.
Said that they're completely junk to where you can't use them.
No, they just always said the
need
ass.
to be in their element.
Yeah, they always just said the ass of them are just garbage. But 73, 4, 5, and 6 Cadillac guys will tell you the same shit.
Yeah.
It was still just garbage, from the cross member back.
Well,
usually.
a lot of those, the old Iron GM guys, they don't use the back of those cars.
No. Nope, there's a reason. You get guys like Chad in that Impala, that ass was right. I mean, it rolled up really good.
I still think it's got another run in it.
Oh, I do too. I think he can pull it down, and if he get to put just maybe 2 plates on it, a plate on
might
each.
be a good candidate for the stock class now.
Yep. Because he now, if he wanted to, he can put 6 plates on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's got enough drivetrain to do it.
And the fucking stock class at Shelbina got fucking wild real quick.
It did. It did get wild. Like I said, a few of the stock guys ran at Lewistown as well. They came down and it went, which we just talked before we started. That went different than what we figured it was going to go.
Yeah.
And I don't think very many people outside of a circle knew how that was going to go down.
Well, I didn't. I didn't have no fucking clue.
Nope. None. Zero.
All I know is it was wide open from the flag drop.
Mm-hmm. I'm not supposed to say anything when I'm announcing.
Right.
So we'll just kind of set this tone. The first guy in was Trey. He went to a corner, nosed out. Second guy in was Rob Hewer. Went to the same end corner, nosed out. They brought him in, the rest of them one at a time, and Drew Eubank, who we've had on the show, he's pointed at me. Ass directly towards Rob.
You could not have paid me to nose up to the dirt at that place. Mm-mm. I don't give a fuck if I would have been in a completely campfire burnt marshmallow. I still would have backed that bitch up to the dirt. That way I could have got away from it.
Yes. Yeah, give them the door. You know.
Whatever. Preferably driver's door toward them is how I would have wanted to start that. Because it didn't make a fuck if it was Rob, Trey. I don't give a fuck who was sitting over there.
Nope.
If somebody was pointed at me like, nope. And Drew never lifted.
Oh, no.
He wide open backwards towards it.
He was looking at me, and I kind of gave him a head nod, and I didn't even use hand signals. And I mouthed it. I said, he's coming. And he turned around. He went, yep. So, seas parted, and
well, the only way to stop a full track hit like that is to do what Drew did. Meet him in the middle.
I have never seen a square body get junked so fast. Ever.
You couldn't have paid me. Serious. Somebody come out there with $300, Steven. I want you to be backwards towards that guy that's already wanting to party. Like, you can see it.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't give a fuck's all who it is.
No.
I'm just saying, they're pointing at me like that.
They've got one sole purpose.
No, sir. Not happening.
Which we've saw. You know, we saw those guys take an ass whooping pretty much just as bad over in Pleasant Hill.
Uh-huh.
You know, last fall.
It looked like Justin's front suspension come loose on the driver's side. Because it looked like it was setting up whenever he come out on the track, and I don't know that for a fact, but it looked like it was setting up, and then whenever he got hit over there by the wall, it looked like the chain or strap or whatever broke on the front end.
Which I think
because that would not have been near as devastating as hit if it hadn't have cleared the core support.
Yeah, but once he cleared the bumper, it was bad. It was bad.
Well, I thought he was going to end up in the ambulance, not him as a driver.
The entire car.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had 2 get up over the wall in that class.
Hey, you've been there before. Those berms weren't as tall as ours, were they?
They weren't. They weren't as tall. They were wide.
Yeah, but they weren't as
flat
tall
on the top, but they didn't square them off on the inside. And I think they were probably about a foot or so shorter.
Because we had a couple try to come up it, but never over it. I mean, you would have had to done some real damage.
And then it looked to me like they shortened it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. 100% shortened it up.
Probably 50, 60 foot is at least what they...
It needed it for what was there. They didn't need any more real estate.
They still didn't use all of it. I mean, I really don't remember hardly any big car, whether it was stock or hobo, going to the far north end.
Right.
Except for the one time where Mr. Justin Morgan did,
Right.
and Rob decided to try to make him go to the vet clinic
Right.
on the other side of the property.
But all in all, killer show. Congrats, Rob, Trey,
Oh, yeah.
Sydney, all them guys.
Rob, Trey, Sidney Weir, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Zach O'Neill, Teddy P, and Anthony Hernandez in the hobo class.
Mm-hmm. You
Complex,
can talk about the other 2 if you want. It's whatever.
Mr. Blake Holtz.
Yep.
Blake Lubrick,
Yep.
second. I can't remember who got third. Gut and Goes, your brother-in-law, brought out a PT loser.
Yep. He was highly disappointed.
Was he?
And he kept looking over at me like, what's going on? I'm like, dude, you're down like 4 flats on the Cadillac. I said, you're fucked, buddy. And he was going, what? I was like, break it off. They're going to fuck you up. I said, put the tires on it, run it again.
Yeah.
Because it broke a tie rod is what happened. So he was already goofy-footed out there.
Yeah.
And then blow both tires off of it. And I was like, fuck, stop.
He gets around pretty goddamn good with if he just blows one tire.
Yeah, he's all right.
He still wheels it good enough.
Yeah.
But as soon as that second one was going, that is, and then we were just talking about it. That's the first time I've ever saw a W body try to take a van on ass to ass.
Yeah, that was a
The
terrible
length of the
idea.
track.
That wasn't.
I mean, these guys are, not very many W bodies or Camrys or whatever in the gut and go class. Usually they never drive them in reverse anyways. And then try to take an ass of a van that's already pre-run.
The van never moved.
No, that's probably the ass of that van has run the last 2 years at Shelbina and probably a couple other ones. It's not moving.
Nope.
I mean, he junked a $500 to $700 car.
But the stepbrothers.
Yes. I believe that's Dalton Buckman's. He's got a couple wins under his belt now. His stepbrother Will Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think that was his first show.
I do too.
In a van, run it down to second. It was. I don't know what happened.
Looked like
Will had a lot of van left.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure they'll take it to Shelbina in September, which I did get that verification. That is happening. They're not sure on the start time yet, but it has happened September 4th, Memorial Day. No, Labor Day. God damn. The year's gone that fast.
We'll put a stamp on that one.
Yeah, good show. Congrats to all. Hopefully see you guys again in September.
Clinton.
For that one. Clinton Moe. There's some Columbia boys that made the haul down to Clinton.
Jay Creed.
Eddie C.
Yep.
And Mr. J. Robb.
Yep. And Micah.
And Micah, yeah. Micah has jumped back on the bad luck train.
Motors, man. And he blew one motor up before he went down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, was getting ready to pull it out and put it on a trailer and blow the fucking motor up in the driveway.
Yeah.
Not a cheap motor.
Nope. No. Not a cheap motor. I don't know what happened to Jake.
He got a mad dog.
I did see that.
Looked like
Eddie run second.
Yep.
Jeff Robb won it.
Yep.
Eddie's looks. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, she's nosed.
Yeah. I didn't see Jeff's. And Jake looks, what I saw on the trailer, it's normal caddy shit.
Looked like a caddy settled in to me.
Yep. Yeah. It'd been a little bit up on the front half of that quarter mile stub. But we'll pull it down and put a couple plates on it and roll on to the next one. I don't know who won compacts or none of that stuff.
I haven't got to dig that far into
nope.
it.
I think I got home yesterday at about, I don't know, whatever time. Afternoon.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm not going to fuck with him on record that podcast. I figured you were wanting to do that.
Well, I'm not good looking enough to hoe myself out. So I've got to figure other ways for supplemental income to pay for these trips.
Yeah.
I just happened to got lucky and did that. Since I can't get anybody to pay for our flights.
That's bullshit. You all want to tune in and listen to us. Even make a little bit of fun to us. I won't pay for a goddamn airplane ticket. It's bullshit.
All we have to do is have 30 people donate $10 a piece.
That's all we need. Shit. Come on, guys.
Then the ticket's paid for. Or 10 people at $30 a piece. We'll pay for one flight.
Or 3 people at $100 a piece.
Or 100 people at $3 a piece.
Waffle time. Higby?
You sending butthole pics for the waffle or what's up?
Or they could pay me not to send them.
They could order our merch and get
Yeah, she's right. We still got some merchandise that can be sold.
Koozies?
I just don't trust UPS or USPS to deliver them.
I think I've got everything straightened out nowadays.
Okay.
So somebody get on there and order like 30 shirts. Shit. That's all we're asking.
That'll almost pay. Yeah. Yeah, we'd be good. So, Higby Mo.
Yep.
Another one got his first win.
Austin Schaefer.
Yep.
He sported the hard nose logo.
He did.
A couple times.
And he is so special now that Derby Icons even posted the picture on his page.
You know, I felt kind of special too with the Higby Derby coming up because all the pictures they were posting leading up to that was from the Paris show.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you commented on that, but
did.
I think it got taken down.
It does every time. And all I said was nice picture. Fuck.
Yes, nice picture. And it was. I mean, it was a cool ass
I
picture.
guess it was.
Yeah, it was nose to nose, Blake and Rob.
Yeah, Trey.
Right. Was it Trey?
I think so. I think it's Blake and Trey. Whatever.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the first ones that used them. Grant Bowling.
Second.
Yep.
That's 2 deuces in a row.
Yep.
I think his little dude Radley was kind of pissed at Austin. Grant said we got to work on some sportsmanship with him.
He was pissed off at Madison.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh, Rad.
I always thought it was his mama you had to worry about.
No, little dude. Little dude gets wound for sound, I guess.
Who got third? Was it Jordan?
Jordan Wood. Yes, and I think Cody Henry got 4th. I believe.
Somewhere in there. I'm not
4th
sure.
or 5th.
Don't quote me on that.
Yep.
Looked like Josh Gordon, maybe.
I didn't even see for compacts.
Yeah.
Didn't even see that one.
You keep talking. I'll do some looking.
But that's these guys are going. Everybody keeps saying, man, I hate beating on my buddy. I hate beating on my buddies. So here's
Showtime used Austin's picture too for the Slater Derby.
Oh, he's all special and shit.
Special ed.
I mean, the video does have 215,000 views.
Wish these people would fucking post their results. That drives me nuts.
So here's the deal. All these guys, they don't like beating on their buddies. So there's a couple different ways to look at this. So if you go to a 10-card derby and you've got 10 of your buddies, you're going to beat on each other, right? If you go to a 30-card derby and you still got 10 of your buddies, you're still going to be beating on your fucking buddies. Or you can divide and conquer. Don't take 10 of your buddies. Take 3 or 4. Some go here, some go there, some go there. Such as you had a couple guys in Shelbina from the same area as a couple guys that went to Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They still had to beat on each other, but they only beat on a couple of you or a couple of them. Well, the Derby community is known not to be geniuses.
No, that's a stereotype.
I mean, there's some very smart people in this sport, and I'm not going to ever say that there's not. But sometimes
There's
we
dumb
make some
fucks, too.
dumb-ass decisions, too.
Yeah.
But
no, it looked like Gordon did win that.
What a putz. In that Lumina.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens?
Man, he was winning in the fucking Fox bodies, too, though.
He was, and then he tried the Camaros.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he had enough Camaros to get them figured out.
No. And them bastards are not cheap.
No, but I loved it every time he pulled one on the track. Just to see the motherfuckers cringing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was I did hear some stuff from
I always
Higby.
wanted him to paint one up like a Z78 or Z28. just to hear.
Yep, stripes, racing
Yeah.
stripes going down the top, and then the broke down checkers down at the bottom on the rockers and stuff. Yeah. I know there was some pretty hard hitting shit going down at Higbee. I know one of the boys from Shelbina in a gut and go. Let's just think he had a door bar. The door bar was almost in his lap. So we talked about that the other night. There were some of those real close shots. But like what we talked about with Twisted Tea the other day with Mr. George, guys are feeding those doors.
If I throw it, hit it.
They're feeding them bitches.
Because if I was going to throw the door out there, I promise you, I was ready for the door shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you don't want the alternative. I mean, I know that whenever, I went around Huntsville, there wasn't very many of us there, but I didn't want to fuck up that set of narrowed SS wheels with 550s on it. And I seen Hayden coming toward me. I fucking pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going, oh, God, I'm sorry. And I was like, I just threw him a thumbs up, told him to get after it again. Because I will 100% take that shot every time.
You could still steer that car.
And I didn't have to buy another fucking $500 set of wheels and tires.
Yep. Yeah, so,
I've got good insurance.
But where I'm sitting, announcing all these things, you hear all that bullshit behind you. Oh, he hit him in the driver's door, black flag him. I was like, oh, dudes, he was moving. You saw his rear tires speed up. You heard the engine rev. He did it. I will never, ever say if a guy is parked and somebody smokes him in the passenger door.
That's fucked up.
That's bullshit.
Watched Josh Gordon do that one time. Broke his fucking stick off, too.
He did.
And he was mad. And we're really good friends.
Yes, but Mr. Reno broke this stick off very aggressively.
And Josh was like, what the fuck? And I was like, that was my call, buddy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And we're still good friends. But
Yeah.
I will break your motherfucking stick off.
Every time. Yeah. Every time. I'm looking at, we were just talking about that shot in Higbee.
I guess I haven't seen it either.
And the door bar is in 6 inches. Bend. And it looks like it's 2x6.
Yeek.
Now, we are going to hit this. I did get to speak to Junior. They are very safety oriented.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to make it mandatory cells inside the car with the correct lines. So a lot of these guys, we always talk about, we understand the cars are made to hit each other. They're made to be destroyed. But nobody wants anybody to get hurt for stupid bullshit.
Right.
So Dalen he actually made a post. A lot of these guys, you go to any show, whether it's Gut and Goes or Hobos or whoever, they make they're kind of tunnel vision into what they're looking at. Okay, the fuel tank's not under the car, it's inside the car. They're not paying attention to those lines going through
We
there.
sure as fuck did.
Correct. So they are really cracking down on trying to have these kids, and there's grown-ass dudes running them too, don't get me wrong, where these, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids aren't getting burnt up. So if anybody wants to go run an MJC in a Gut and Go, they need to maybe make a phone call.
Yep.
To see exactly what they're wanting. I think there's going to be some posts coming out between, way before September.
It just sucks because that is not a money-friendly option. any of it.
It's not.
No, I mean, there's no cheap way to do it. I mean, there is, but I don't agree with how they're doing that either. Because everybody knows the foolproof way to fix it. You go buy you an EFI fuel cell, good high pressure line. You know, because they'll set those EFI fuel pumps and shit up in the tanks with AN fittings and all that bullshit. You can fix it.
Oh, yeah.
But you're looking at that $350 range.
But it's movable.
It is. It is.
Once you do it that first time, then it ain't shit.
Right.
You know, but here's the deal. You've got guys now. I mean, kids. What the fuck, they're pulling W bodies out on the track.
Right. Yeah, but it was grandma's W body.
Or aunts or uncles.
Yeah.
Or yes.
That was sitting beside the garage. It hadn't run for 10 years.
Yeah.
They're not buying them from Derby guys.
No, not everybody. Not everybody's lucky as Cody Meyer.
Right.
You know, where you're pulling these things somebody's great-great-grandma had and it's got 41,000 miles on it.
Right.
Not everybody is as lucky.
Well, we can get back into that goddamn conversation and make it last for 3 hours. I'm not doing that. Upcoming stuff.
Oh, God. Troy. Hell, I forgot.
Yeah.
Troy, Missouri was this week.
Dale Colbert.
He did give a shout. Dale runs second in their stock class. He did give a shout out to his boy. I guess Dale got a little hung up, and his boy did as you should. You pay attention to the guys you're running with, and he got him unhung. And Dale did say if Chase didn't have a shifter, I guess, cable or a linkage issue, Dale said he'd have been tough to beat.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing there, too. Dale's a wheel man. Then it's going to come, usually when dad and sons get it on at the end, I'm not going to say all the time, dads usually overcome. Because you're going to sit here and we can hit on this just real quick. You know, Chase and Dale Colbert, Rob and Trey, Alan, Cody, and Dalen. I mean, how many more do you want to throw out that where shows have come down to dads and sons or brothers? You know, it's just who's lucky on that day. And, you know, Dale cashed him another check. I don't know if he was sporting any hard-nosed stuff, but I know little dude Everett finally got his shirt, thanks to UPS for losing it 16 fucking times. USPS lost it once. But congrats to them guys down there. I think their show went pretty well too.
It looked like it.
And I think maybe them guys are going to Montgomery City this weekend.
I think so.
And then
I'm taking the weekend off. I ain't going to a motherfucking derby this weekend.
I'm not. I am not.
Nope,
Nowhere.
I've got too much shit going on.
Lucky Sevens has got a show on a Wednesday at Montgomery, I believe.
Yeah, that's figure eight stuff, right?
Figure eight stuff. I do want to hit one of those, man.
I do too, but Wednesday's out for me.
Way the fuck out. Moberly Derby was supposed to be this weekend. They canceled that. They said they don't have a tentative reschedule or anything that I've read. It could be possible. They might have saw the 9 cars that they had. I'm not sure.
Right.
We didn't get any other word. I just saw,
right.
You know, what they posted.
And
What
then,
else?
like I said, just keep hanging in there, guys. There's some more big shit coming. Big shows are about to fire back up here for too long.
So is our fuel bill.
Yeah, jet fuel's high.
Jet fuel's high. Just once. I'm
No,
still
that's what that Dodge runs off of, too.
glad it's got that bulk tank. But we kind of talked.
I feel like we're not giving the people what they want. I think we want more.
Hold on, that's where I was going to go with this. We talked when this kind of all started. Our Snapchats, we constantly get Snapchats and messages and stuff and texts or whatnot. But these kind of dead zones that we have between, a buttload of local stuff and the big shows, what do you guys want to hear? We haven't
tell
had
us.
we haven't had that. We haven't had somebody saying, "Hey." Now I have had some people that have reached out. They want to, hey, my good buddy of mine, he runs out towards Utah. You can get him and his dad and everything on. And I told him, yeah, we'll definitely get that stuff lined up. But what people don't realize is we are so busy and our drivers are so busy. It's hard to get schedules lined up or days because there's those certain drivers that we don't want to do over the phone.
Right.
We want to go there. We want them to come here. Something like that. Because we still have this monster fucking list that we still have to get down.
What's crazy is I'll go ahead and release a little bit of this. I had Snapchat today from my buddy from Winnipeg, Canada. He sent me a dude's phone number. He said, I need you to get a hold of him. He wants to do your podcast. I said, that's fine. And I got texting him back and forth just a little bit. And he's going to be another one that's going to be so hard to lock down as far as scheduling.
Yes.
And I think I need to do just a touch more research on Canadian Demolition Derby. Their shit's a little different.
Are we talking like banger different?
No, not quite that far, but just I want to say this without being offensive. It's almost like they're behind us a little bit as far as their builds go.
Oh, yeah.
They're still
that's not offensive.
They're still running 307s and Cadillacs and shit.
Okay.
So they're more on our hobo spectrum.
Chain and bang is,
Yes.
just not even weld the fucking doors. Just
Right.
knock glass out, put a little
Most
bit
of
of
the glass, like we're talking
Most of the
taillights and shit still in it.
most of the glass.
But we've got that coming up. I know that we've got to get over to Illinois here for too long.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get that dick kicking out of the way. Every time we launch one of these, like, I'm still going to do it. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I got, we're talking middle of the summer right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're there.
So many guys have ran so hard since March.
Yes.
Started with big shit, trickled down what you got left over, hit some of the early fairs, local stuff, and still building.
It's been a wild ass summer.
Oh, dude. I mean, we finally, the same guy who's going to kick you dead square in the dick. I got the Snapchat the other day and it said, fuck derby cars, as he was going down the river in a boat. There's so many guys right now that have just kind of backed off from running really hard all summer, concentrating on that October to April time, I've got guys that are already trying to get shit lined up for next April. Next March. They're bypassing everything all summer long just to have one sole purpose of being Gold Rush champion, Blizzard Bash champion.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, it just don't stop. But I think right now, the sport of Demolition Derby is probably in the best place I think it's ever been nationwide.
Yes, big show-wise.
National level type shit. You know, hell, Domination Motorsports had a show last weekend too. They fucked around and let a couple Kansas guys go up there and kick the shit out of them.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I'm ready. I really wish that our audience would get more involved in what we're talking about. Like, I want them to let us know what they want.
I've actually been brainstorming a little bit where if we could ever get slowed down where we know we can do an episode at X time.
Yeah.
On X day. Actually have our phones on. Tell them ahead of time. Hey,
This is what time we're recording.
this is what time we're recording. Why don't you all call? Just call. Text us.
Yeah.
We can talk. You could ask us a question through text.
Mm-hmm.
You can call us. We'll put you right on the fucking
Episode,
Bluetooth speaker.
yeah.
And we can talk, answer whatever we can there.
Yeah, fuck. If I don't know the answer, I'll lie to you. I don't give a fuck.
He's fucking serious, guys.
I will never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
But that is, you know, that was something I was actually going to talk to you about. And I think if, like I said, if we could ever get some shit slowed down.
Put me on the fucking spot. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm game. So, let us know. Let us know if you think that would work.
For sure. And since neither one of us are going to derbies next weekend, maybe we could get somebody on the phone.
Possibility. Sunday.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're gonna be gone most weekend again, right?
This weekend?
Yeah.
No, I'll be back early afternoon.
That was delicious.
That was a what?
Budweiser. Enchilada.
Oh my God,
It said Budweiser? Okay.
you're gonna turn fruity.
You already feel my penis.
If y'all seen the look on his face.
Picante.
It's got their Uno reverse card on the bottle.
But, yeah, I think I like that idea. I think we can
Let us know what you all want.
implement that shit. I mean, we can edit it out, you know, if it's complete
We don't
garbage.
edit much.
No.
I mean,
No.
we don't cut shit out.
We used to. No, not so much. She'll cut out background noise and some dead spots, you know, something like that. But not much gets cut
If
out.
something was to really go south, we could.
Yeah, we could fucking whoa the reins back a little bit, but I read the text to you. That is pretty much 100% solidified. I am going to say this, guys. Everybody knows we are going to Utah.
What?
Yeah, what?
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Our schedule there isn't so much for rest and relaxation.
Right.
We're going to be working. This is just this. We try to implement the correct people in the correct places as well.
Right.
Justin Broadhead of Broadhead Decals
I'm gonna pin him down.
is the shit. He is, I mean, anything we ask for, except for right now, but anything anybody is asking for right now has kind of been put on hold for a little bit. He's had some printer issues, some cutter issues. I think he's got that okayed until the part comes in that he needs. We were talking through Messenger, and he's like, dude, when the fuck are you guys getting out here? Because we'll go up in the, I'll take you sightseeing in the mountains on side-by-sides and shit. And I was like, dude, that sounds amazing.
So fuck the Derby.
But we're not going to have time. So, and I told him, I said, we're doing this one here. We're coming back out next year.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do some major fucking politicking while I'm out there. I'm telling you.
I'm going to do, I want one of those where it's a chill. Not just flying on Friday, fly out on Sunday. I'd like to go out maybe on a Thursday morning.
Or Monday morning.
I don't have enough vacation days for that shit. I just don't. Not if we're actually getting to go somewhere for us time.
Right.
Before all the crazy shit jumps off.
I know that it's crazy to think where this started to us flying out this bitch to go do some shit. It's crazy. I mean, it's fucking insane. It's surreal.
It's humbling.
I don't know, man. It made my head swell a little bit. I wasn't shit humbling about that. My dick is bigger than yours.
It was cold out. It's a ride. And then you get guys, I'm like, are you all fucking serious? You're going to Utah?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Going to fucking Gold Rush, too.
Yes.
And what the cool thing about it is we got invited to that shit. We didn't have to go beg anybody for it.
Yes. That is the double-sided promotion.
Yeah.
You can push us, we'll push you.
Yes, fucking A. Let us help you.
Yes.
Let us help you help us.
We do, a lot of times, sound like a couple complete dumb fucks. At times.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
But evidently we're a little bit popular.
Right.
Maybe not so much around here.
Right. And what I like to bring back on some of that shit there, because I've had people bring that up. They go, I don't know how the fuck you all are even doing that. How the fuck are you all making that work? Well, first off, I talk to every motherfucker. Everybody. Mm-hmm. I do. I'm a social fucking butterfly. Ask my wife. She gets so pissed off whenever she goes anywhere with me. She's like, who the fuck was that? I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, you just talked to him for 45 minutes. Well, I was like, yeah, he seemed like a decent guy.
I just didn't know his name.
Right.
Still don't know
Yeah.
his fucking name.
We did figure out how to do shit. I mean, like, people know that whenever we were putting on derbies and shit, we did know how to promote that. We did know how to push that shit. We know what areas to push, where to advertise, how to do that shit. So to some of these guys that are inviting us or calling us or using us and stuff like that, like, we are a promotional tool for them.
Yes.
Because not only do you get your airtime on several different podcasts, we're posting that shit. Shit goes out on my Snapchat, which my Snapchat is so full right now. We were looking the other day because I had somebody call me. They were like, hey, we're not friends on Snapchat anymore. It's pushing people that are inactive off my Snapchat whenever I add somebody new. A lot of them are the fake OnlyFans accounts, but, like, we don't have to talk about that. But, I mean, we know where to push what.
Yes.
The tools are out there for everybody. It's just how you utilize them.
We all have lives and we all have jobs. We could go to a lot more shit if we didn't have jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But when you're trying to fit X amount of bullshit in X amount of days or weeks, we don't get the chill, the relaxed time. We go there for a purpose. Usually it's to work.
Especially if we're doing this shit. Like, I don't even get to drink like I want to.
No.
You know, like whenever we were out there at Whiskey City, I got to turn up before you got out there.
Yep.
Because after you got out there, it was back to business as normal.
I didn't even get to turn up.
And whenever I wasn't fucking with the podcast stuff with you out there, I was fucking with my car that I was running. So a lot of people get to hear the, you know, Steven's drinking all the time and all that shit. There is another side, especially in the background, where I'm actually doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. It's just way more fun to talk about partying and drinking beer and shit.
Correct.
But, yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of these people are like, well, they're sponsorship ideas and all this shit. Well, what can we really use them for? I'm telling you all, we're a tool. Use it.
Yeah, she doesn't have the actual numbers pulled up right now, but over 50 plus countries.
Yeah. I mean, well, and
East to West Coast.
Yeah.
Canada to Mexico. I mean, that.
Oh, we did get him on here. We forgot to talk about that. Tim Clark Jr. Took a dub there locally.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and their stock class.
Yep.
I ain't real sure what their rules are for that stock
but
class.
I'm just saying, I just seen it on Facebook.
Yes.
He pulled the dub out too.
You know, so the guys that we've had on, you know, they're showing out.
Right.
We had Grant on, you know, he's got top 2 and the last 2 shows
And
he's
he was
ran.
the new guy.
Yeah, the new guy. You know, Jordan, we've had Jordan on.
Schaefer
has been on a couple times. Like I said, you know, Derby Icons is posting his winning picture for the one sole hit
Oh, yeah.
that broke the fucking internet.
And there was another thing I wanted to talk to you about. We might as well go ahead and air it out here and see what their opinion is on it, too. I want to do an OG episode. and get some of them old dudes.
How OG we talking?
I'm talking OG shit. Like, even some local OG shit.
So we're talking like Morgan, Schaefer, McEwen type of OG
Mayhaffy
shit.
type
Mayhaffy shit.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of guys that listen to the podcast, they're like, who the fuck are them guys? If they were within 2 hours driving distance of here in the early 80s to mid 90s,
They were on everything.
you knew those guys. Everything from Border Wars at
Six Flags, you know, we're talking.
State Fair.
Yeah. You know, some of that first televised shit,
Yep.
you know, whenever they were doing that, like, I think we ought to do an episode about that because I think it'll shed some light on where the sport has ended up.
Because, you know, I just said Border Wars right there. The original Border Wars, to my knowledge, was Illinois versus Missouri.
Right.
That was that border, that Mississippi River justified who was the baddest motherfucker in the yard on that day.
So that's some more ideas that we're trying to kick around. Fucking let us know. Message us. It takes no time. Just fucking message us.
It might take a minute, but we'll answer it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm asshole deep at a car,
Right.
if you're spraying,
Right.
you get a little bit more freelance ability
Yeah.
as you're on the sprayer.
100%. I'm usually the one that's responding. If you're getting a message back on there about one of these questions, I'm usually the guy that's responding to you.
Yeah, because I don't usually get.
This
much time
motherfucker
during
won't even
the
answer
day.
his phone.
Because this motherfucker actually can't get a phone call on his phone. Still. So, serious guys, I will say that if you try to call me and I don't answer, probably because it didn't come through.
Because he's a stuck-up dick.
No, text me. If you have my number, text me. You can message me on Facebook. That is fine. I will answer that as soon as I possibly can. Because if you call me, there's a really good chance it's going to go to my wife's phone. And that number she doesn't recognize, and she will not answer it. She'll let that shit go to voicemail, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't even have voicemail set up. So, but yeah, kick around some ideas, guys.
Let us know.
We'll try to get something figured out on an actual live.
Yep.
A live. And
That'll be a fucking shit show.
And we can even do like Facebook Live while we're doing it.
I'm gonna be naked.
Oh God, a Speedo.
Got those underwear?
Back to that free fucking home.
No OnlyFans. So, congrats to all the guys who ran local. If you didn't get some hardware, bring a check home. Go back to the drawing board. Get some shit figured out. Figure out what went wrong.
Find a show with a lighter car count.
There's fucking plenty of shows
That's what
out
I
there,
did.
boys and girls. There's plenty of shows. You can pick and choose, throw a rock, or spin the fucking bottle, or do whatever you want to do, and go support it.
Yeah,
So,
just do like I did. Find the show with the least amount of cars there and go run that one.
you just got that lucky because I don't think you for sure knew how many cars were going to be there. You knew there was going to be at least 2.
For sure.
You and Micah's boy. You knew there was 2, so okay, show was going to happen regardless. But shit happens, so hit it up, guys. Like I said, good luck. Got any last words?
Fuck, I was going to try to beat you to that one. No, I don't.
Blow his messenger up. He'll talk to you.
Yeah, hit me up.
Make junk, boys.